It's food time again with Mapper. Yep, this time we're doing something a little bit different. We made some biscuits and gravy. Some good old Southern USA biscuits and gravy. We make two different kinds. You can see right here on the screen. We've got the kind that just the biscuits that you can make right from the can with some packaged gravy, and then we also have some that we make from scratch. So we do both of those, and we really just have some fun. Let's take a look at what happens. Okay, so we have all of our stuff here to make biscuits and gravy. We have our flour, milk, butter, and some ground sausage. But that's if you want to make it all from scratch. So if you wanted to do it the fast and easy way, you kind of have your just rolls and some country gravy. You can even throw in some sausage if you want, but that's the good way. We're gonna try it. We're actually gonna make it both ways. So we'll use part of the ground sausage for both. We got our sausage cooking up in here in the pan, and if you want, you can go past the recipe and you can add some spices to it. So you can add a little bit of black pepper in there if you want, but the black pepper will be in the gravy, or you could add some paprika if you wanted. So our baking tray, we're going to put some parchment down on it so it's super easy to get them off, and then we'll put our biscuits right on there. Okay, when they're on the tray, we'll put them in the oven for, what does it say, 350 for 13 to 16 minutes or until golden brown. Okay, perfect. Got the sausage cooking up. That grease is what's going to make the gravy, the flavor in the gravy right there. Let's check on our biscuits. They're still a little bacon. For our gravy packet, we'll just take 1 cup of water, cold water, pour it in there. After you put the water in, you take your gravy mix, you sprinkle it in, and we'll stir it in. We'll add a little bit of the sausage in. That'll make our gravy super yummy. It'll thicken up as it boils. We won't bring it to a boil, but it'll get really close to boiling, and then we'll let it turn it off and it'll cool down. It'll be thickened. When your sausage is done, you take a 1/4 cup of flour, add it in there, stir it up a little bit, let it get some of that, soak up the grease, the drippings. That was a pound of sausage, by the way. And then you take 2 cups of milk, pour it in there, and we'll take just a pinch, a little bit of salt. That's it. That was just regular iodized salt. And then the black pepper. Yep. Now both of these you got to stir, because you got to see this one's starting to thick up, but it'll get thicker on the bottom, and you don't want it to scorch on the bottom. Same thing with this one. We'll have to stir it as well. So this one's thinner. That'll thicken up. So this is homemade country gravy right here. When it starts to bubble a little bit, that's probably good. It's mixed. It's a little bit thick. We'll turn it off, take it off the heat, and let it cool down. Then it'll be nice, good gravy. All right, that one looks like it's ready to turn off the heat. And we'll stir it up and let it cool down. How's our biscuits doing? They're getting there. Probably if I wouldn't keep opening the door. Okay, we got our salt and sugar and baking powder and flour in there. So we need to mix it up and then put some butter in. Now make sure that you use baking powder, not baking soda. They're different, but we'll stir it up. So I just opened the butter and there's these it's baby little mini cubes. If you didn't know, on the back of the butter has little increments of, tells you exactly how much. So we needed 5 teaspoons. So we need 1 and then 1 little part of this. So we'll cut it and that'll be 5 teaspoons. Okay, when you got it all mixed, like the recipe says, in the dough, we're gonna put it down here and we're gonna roll it out. We'll get the rolling pin. It's a little bit easier to put a little stuff down and make it easier so it doesn't stick to our parchment. So we roll it out, and then actually if we want it flaky, we're gonna fold it over and roll it some more. Okay, so once it's rolled out, we did it a couple times. You can see the butter in there. That kind of helps to make it flavor or flaky, and so rolling it over or folding it over makes it flaky. Make some biscuits. They don't have to be perfect. I don't have a biscuit cutter, so I just use a glass. And we're gonna have some half biscuits, but that's okay. Put these ones in the oven. All right, these are the homemade biscuits. See, look at all the layers. I like that one. That one did really well. Here are our 2 different biscuits and gravy. This one's from scratch with the gravy from scratch. It's a little bit darker, but that's because it all depends on how much you brown up your sausage. And then here's the store-bought roll and the gravy packet. So let's test them out. All right. This one's probably my favorite. It doesn't look as good because it's got the darker country gravy, but you know, if you're used to brown gravy, that might not be a big deal. But it was really good. The biscuit was much better. This one was, you know, if you just want to make it quick in the morning, that's really good. It's easy. Yeah. You can see here, we also have the British version. Yep, that's right. Biscuits and gravy. So the British biscuits are cookies to the United States people, all you American folks out there. Yep, so the biscuits. So we got some cookies. And the only gravy they have is like brown gravy. They don't have white gravy because I've talked to my British friends and like, what in the world is white gravy? So you've seen the recipe. You have the recipe. The recipe's in the description. We have we've shown you how to make it, but we're gonna try out these biscuits and gravy, the British style too. Not looking forward to it. In fact, I've already tried it. It was not that great because the savory, you know, beef gravy with, you know, the sweet cookies. I mean, yeah, no, I don't recommend it. Anyway, so we've got a bunch of stuff. We've got some fun stuff. As usual, we have our little stuff at the end, which is sometimes funner than the whole rest of the video. All the goofy stuff that I say and the weird, quirky things. So let's have some fun. Now, if you're British, they don't have country gravy, so they use brown gravy, and those are British biscuits. So we're also going to try some British biscuits and gravy. Ugh. And then we'll open our gravy mix. Maybe. Stir it up. I can't do it one-handed. I can't roll one-handed, but you get the idea. It's baby little mini cubes. which is good. And there's salted butter. Crap, it's supposed to be unsalted. Now these will be salty biscuits. All right, here's our British biscuits, and we're gonna put some gravy on them. Oh, yummy. And so rolling it over or folding it over makes it flaky. We have enough room for two. Nope, we gotta roll it some more. Let's get it a little bit wider there and a little bit longer. There we go. Oh, and there's that one too. I had 2 bites of each. Now, this one, I actually did try it. I don't recommend. It's wet. No, it's just it's wrong. Nope. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here this long in the video. Appreciate it. You guys are the best. Do 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 do.